Hey guys, it is Bazzy from Reddit Heroes, and we've just managed to get our 10th win in a row. An absolutely excellent job. 74 out of 75 stars. There was just one baby 9.5 that snuck away on us, but other than that, we were just absolutely crushed. Now, for this war, the MVP is actually going to be two different people, and it's sort of the same strategy. It's a Govaho, but what I really liked about this pairing is that we have one, which is our number 20, right down at the bottom, and they're using a Govaho, and with almost the same army composition, we're able to take out their number 1, which is a baby 9.5, with the exact same basic style of the Govaho. And a lot of the videos that I've been doing recently have been featuring the queenwalk vahos strategy, where you're going to be sending a queenwalk to take out sort of one side of the base, and sending your mass velks in and a little bit of back-end hogs. And it's an incredibly powerful strategy, but sort of the slightly more old-school Govaho is still absolutely dominant. We've seen it across this particular war, and in particular, really enjoying the Govahos that have a really healthy amount of velks. Ever since the update when the velks have gotten the speed boost and been able to get those level 5 velks in the CC, they've been doing absolutely amazing. So first up we have Detonator, who's actually a new member of a clan, and he's been doing absolutely excellently, so we're very happy to have him. And ironically, the one part of this whole raid that I'm going to criticize is right at the beginning. And what he does is he drops these two golems, and his idea here, I believe, is that he wants to wait until the one golem takes out that exterior mortar before he drops down the wizards, and so that he just saves all his wizards. But the problem is I think that the golems are beat down a little bit too much. But regardless of whether that's true or not, an absolutely wide funnel is being created. All the velks run right in. It's a lava hound in the CC, which is always nice to have. It just means you're going to beat at it for a while with the queen, and the queen will pick off the pups. Jumps into the core, puts that heal down, so as soon as the velks start taking actually some meaningful heat, they're being healed up. The hogs are all coming down the side. If you notice, the one archer tower was firing inwards, so it was being targeted. The expo was firing inwards, so those hogs are going to do an excellent job of keeping things alive. There's going to be a double giant bomb where he's healed over it, so the heal doesn't do an enormous amount, but only a few little hogs are going to be able to go over it, and now the Valkyries are back inside of the heal. They're going to jump into that king compartment, they're going to be healed up again, we're going to be able to race through all of that, and now it's just a matter of working through the base. There's really only a couple threats left. There's this random sort of troll Tesla that pops out on the top left. His couple hogs are going to be able to take out that. And his king's up, his queen's up, his hog's up, he's got a whole bunch of velks up. It's literally just a matter of time at this point. Drops a couple wizards to start coming on the outside just in case the velks wanted to pop out. The king, very nicely, is going to go and trigger the double giant bomb, so we don't have to worry for the velks to come around. The hogs are safe, they're going to be able to do it. And now we're at the mortar, and we're inside of the mortar's firing ring, so we're going to be able to get that. So now it's just a question of the cleanup, and we've got golems up, and wizards and velks, and both of the abilities, so absolutely smash this. This is our number 20, who is an 8.5, going up against number 15, who had these level 1 expos, and absolutely excellent job to Detonator. So next up we have Amy taking on their number 1, which is a 9.5, with those extra walls, so definitely no small feat. Drops the golem, creates a nice little funnel, doesn't quite get the king on the funnel in time, so the king is going to be walking around, but all of the Valkyries and the queen are going to be in the center. It's a baby dragon velks in the CC, so she drops the double poison, she drops the jump so they can go and deal with the heroes, and look what happens. The Tesla farm pops it absolutely perfectly, the golem is going that way, tanking for all of those Teslas, the heal's keeping them alive, and the velks just rip through the Tesla farm. Meanwhile, the hogs are all coming on the right side. There are no double giant bomb spots here. So we're just going to be able to put them all down. They're going to be able to clean up. Unfortunately, it's kind of going bad at this point. The velks have already popped out. The heal that's being placed doesn't get a ton of the hogs. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because you've got this big group of Valkyries still running your side. All of the defenses are effectively taken out except this one crossbow that's not going to go down in the center here. So the big question, is this raid going to succeed, is ultimately going to come down to that last crossbow right in the center. But the queen has her ability. We've got velks, we've got wizards, we've got more velks, we've got the little golemites going around. And realistically, it's just a function of getting the queen somewhat within range, beating through the walls, and then she can pop the ability. And as it turns out, we don't even need that. We have enough tanking between our troops that these are going to be, even with that bomb going off at the very end, that we are going to be able to take out the X-boat. Is it going to go down? Yeah, there it goes right now. and swags the ability from the queen at the end. So an absolutely excellent job.